presents Venus, an adventure with Rocky Star. Learning that Rocky and the others have set out across space to attack his invasion fleet, Gorg tries desperately to warn his men. However, a violent electrical storm in Venus's atmosphere prevents him contacting them. Meanwhile, Rocky roars on across space, searching for the invasion fleet. Some days out from Venus, Rocky stares at the radar screen and then calls to the others. Mitch, look at the fired radar.
So what? I can't see nothing.
Can't you see those tiny pinpoints?
Yeah, that's only fly dust.
Oh, no, it isn't. I'll swear it's the rear guard of the invasion fleet.
Rocky, relax, son. You're saying things.
It's them, I tell you.
You can't be sure from this distance.
Look, have another look, will you? Look, they're larger now.
Hey, giggling grasshoppers, I believe you're right, fella.
Yes, I know I am.
Oh, we made it. Oh, boy, are we overhauling them.
Well, we should be. We're traveling about 4 times as fast.
Say, you better cut back our speed, you know. They might pick us up on the radar.
Uh-huh.
We gotta wait till the fighters catch up with
All right, stand by to reduce speed. Firing forward rocket 3 seconds from now. 3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh, boy, that sure shakes any food in your stomach, huh? You know, another couple of long bursts should knock us back quite enough.
All right, then here they come. 3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh. Hey, you know, reducing speed in the spaceship is as bad as taking off. I nearly flagged out, Sam. That ought to do us, Rocky, huh?
Well, it will for the moment. Those ships are still on the radar screen.
Yes, sir. They only know what was sitting on the tail.
It would be curtain for us if they find out. Their fighters would blast us to pieces in a few seconds.
Go on. Keep making me happier, will you?
What do we do now, Rocky?
Well, we just sit tight and wait for Yan and his pals. We can't make a move till they arrive.
Yeah, where the heck are those guys?
I'll be wondering the same thing.
Well, they ain't gonna lost themselves.
Well, they ought to pick us up. I gave them our course.
Yeah.
Rocky, shall I radio work and give him the direction of the fleet?
It's a good idea, Marla. I'll work it out for you.
Say, some of Gorg's mob might hear you.
Well, we'll just have to chance that. Anyway, if they're listening, they'll have heard our other calls.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, but look, maybe they weren't listening. Sure, that's why they haven't gotten onto us. They won't expect any trouble out here.
Well, if we can bust that fleet wide open, Earth can expect trouble with a capital T.
You can say that again. Them spaceships could destroy New York or Sydney in half an hour. Hey, Rocky, I wonder how they're taking all this down on Earth.
I wonder. All right, Marla, call them up. I've worked out the fleet's course. On our world, millions of eyes look out into the vast unknown that lies beyond, searching for a sign of Gorg's ship. In every land, the invasion is the only topic. In trains, planes, factories, farms, offices, men and women talk in whispers. Fear and despair in their hearts.
Darling, if we only knew what they was like, they might be monsters.
At United Nations headquarters, grim-faced generals wonder how and where and when the Venusians will strike. World leaders try to calm the people.
There is no cause for alarm. Our generals have the situation well in hand. There is no cause for alarm.
Well, why don't you do something? We'll all be slaughtered. Do something! Do something!
The voices rise higher and higher in crescendo of fear that cannot be silenced. In clubs, drinks and games are forgotten as men discuss the latest newspaper report.
I say, have you seen tonight's paper, Featherston? Awful bad news.
Hutton's all right, isn't it, Jim?
It has nothing to do with cricket, old man.
Well, it can't be too bad, then.
Oh, it is over. We're being invaded by the Venusians.
Great Scott, I thought it was the Russians.
Oh, look, old man, don't you read the papers?
Never. Too depressing.
Featherston, the world's in great danger. The Venusians are terribly powerful.
Look, I say, where do these Johnnies hail from?
Venus.
I thought that was the statue.
I am not in the mood to listen to your nonsense, old man.
Sorry?
Venus is the true name of the evening star.
Great Scott, I didn't know anyone lived there.
Well, they do.
Extraordinary the places people live. I say, you serious?
Oh, very.
Oh, and so busy, rather fantastic. What, after all, this star is millions of miles away? How could they get here?
By spaceships, huh? Traveling is easy in space, you see. The only difficulties are the takeoff and the landing. Evidently, the Venusians have solved these problems. They are on their way here.
You mean they're moving an army across this Dulles space?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's not possible, old boy. Not possible.
Well, I'm afraid they're on their way for this, old man. They picked up Gorg, giving instructions to his fleet. And according to the papers, Gorg is king of the Venusians and out to rule the universe.
I can't believe it. I've looked at those stars thousands of times. Never imagined anyone lived on them.
Apparently people do, huh? And if Gorg conquers us, I say, old man, we might be forced to work there as slaves.
I say. That's over the fence. Fancy Britishers working as slaves on Dulles stars. I say we'll have to put a stop to that idea. Have to clip this Gorg on his wings and chase him and his filthy fleet back to their dirty little star.
How longer must we wait, you? It is days since we began trying to contact our ship.
Why not try a thought transfer?
I have spent hours sending thought messages to my generals, and I have had no reply.
Well, they may have received your warning.
No, I would have heard from them. Oh, they do not understand the secrets of telepathy as I do. It is becoming a lost art to our world. And yet it is the fastest and safest means of sending news.
I will answer, sire. Say, Duke. Diagno.
Well?
They made contact with the fleet, sire. The engineer said reception was not good, but we should make ourselves understood.
At last, pray note that we are in time.
And will you speak to the general, sire?
Yes, I will give him my orders.
You can hardly hear him, sire.
I hope he receives us better than that. Venus at Tiels, uaya niregnad, uaera niregnad, Tiels yam dikakata, ibira trit restif, egdelwan goasit, Revo.
Sire, you will surely give him more details than that.
I will in a moment.
Gilbert Venus. Out Levisa, you are. Citizenov. They pass Captain. Revo.
What did he say?
It was hard to follow, sire. I thought he asked you to repeat the message.
I thought that.
Then do it, sire. It is important that he receives the warning. And, sire, speak slowly. It will make it much easier for them to follow.
Venus at Tiels, uaera in regnad, uai yameb dekakata ib, rocky star denaya trit reskif, yet the paxim of Ganem, era provilitso kagata, era uai ganivico sit. Revo!
Well, sire, someone in the fleet will follow your words.
Listen, and they reply any second.
Hey, Captain. Not right. Proud, officer. Right now.
Oh, the fool, the imbecile!
You cannot blame him, sire. Evidently, he cannot hear one word you were saying. Why not do as he says and try again later?
No. We cannot afford to do that. It might be too late. He does not realize that Rocky Star and the fighters are behind him, waiting their chance to attack. No, tell the engineers to call the fleet again. We must warn them. We must!
Hey, Rocky, why don't those fighters come? What the heck's holding them up?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I don't...
George is still calling the fleet, Rocky.
Sounds like he's getting tired, huh?
I can just imagine what he's trying to say.
Yeah, and unless Yammer's tells Terry, we'll get it in the neck.
I do not think the fleet will hear his warning. The reception is very bad. It is hard to make out one word.
Yeah, it's lucky for us.
Yeah. Say, Rocky, you got a plan of attack?
Well, it's a bit hard to work out a plan for a space battle. I'd say we'll just have to dive into them and blast out as many as we can.
Oh, sure, that's easy,
It
yeah.
will not be easy. They have at least 200 fighters, and we have only 30.
That's what I mean, chicken.
Well, those 30 can do a lot of damage if we can surprise them.
Yeah, but can we? We've been on that tail for days. It's a wonder they haven't spotted us.
Rocky, look in the rear radar.
What's that?
Why, it's Yan and the fighters.
Boy, oh boy, now things will start moving.
Why, they're coming up fast.
So they ought to be. They took long enough getting here.
Rokyan to BS. Rokyan to BS. Come in. Over.
BS to VJ. Hey, where the heck you guys been? We thought you was dead. Over.
It took longer than we thought to get away. We are ready to attack when you are. Over.
That pal?
Yes.
Now let Marla handle the radio, Mitch. You line up your guns.
Now you're talking.
Marla, tell them to follow us and hold their fire until I give them the word.
Very well.
Hold on to your teeth. Here we go.
Look out, Gorg boy. Here we come.
Shattering cacophony of noise, Rocky and the fighters scream to the attack. What will happen in this gigantic battle far out in space? Can the few overcome the many, or will Gorg's fleet wipe out our friends? Be sure to be with us for the next thrill-packed episode of The Rocky Star Adventure, Destination Venus.